Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. This broadcast is for educational demonstration purposes only. We are not offering any type of trading advice. When you trade the financial instruments, there is a significant amount of risk. And if you're not familiar with those risks, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. It's important to know that I am not one of them. All right. Good morning, everyone. Renee, Suzanne, Carol, Rao, Duke. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, Hump Day, FOMC Day, July 30th. And if you're joining us today, that's the good news. Hallelujah. Any day above ground is a blessed day. We're in the game. Let's win it. Let's do it. So today we got some big news reports coming out. I only got a couple of minutes before the market opens, and I apologize for my tardiness, but my plan is to come back for a second session at about 3 p.m. this afternoon. So if anyone's going to be available, I'll put the link. I'll create the live stream in YouTube, and it'll start a half hour after Jerome Powell whispers in the market's ear. This morning at 8:30, 8:15, we had non-farm employment change. Let's take a quick look at what the report was. And GDP. The private sector employment increased by 104,000 jobs in July. The annual pay was up 4.4%. Wow. Nice. People are making more money. That's a good thing. Stronger than expected at 104,000 for the private sector employment. And let's see, the GDP came out. Grew at 3% rate. Wow. Better than expected. A couple of very good reports. Interesting. Interesting. Pending home sales come out at 10 a.m. Crude inventory 10:30. FOMC 2 o'clock. FOMC press conference 2:30. We're going to come back on at 3 o'clock. Hopefully the market settle down some between 2:30 and 3. We'll get ready to trade it at 3 o'clock. If today's your first day joining us, buckle your seatbelts. We got 1 minute till game time. We're going to be highlighting, showcasing our automated bots here at Right Line Trading. These are fully automated strategies. Once they're enabled, they will execute and manage the trades on your behalf. We're going to be using a trade copier today. This is a copier. And I like to put the Power Play drone as my leader account. The Power Play drone is down about $1,000 from running overnight. So let's watch price action. We're going to proceed with caution, knowing that it's an FOMC day, and I say that because historically the market is ranging and choppy on these days, but with trading you never know what to expect. Good luck, everybody. It's 9:30. The market just opened. I'm not exactly sure, Renee, to be honest with you. I don't know. Good morning, Rion. Suzanne. Good morning, Suzanne. Mukhtar, there you are. It's going to be a blessed day, a lovely day. I love that song by Bill Withers. Lovely day. The volume is decent. We got some selling pressure here. I'm going to watch it trade go by. If it does get a break of this area of support, it appears to have some running room on my 30 range. My 20U, not a lot, but let's see what happens. The Dukester. The Dukester says to click on the crown. Here we go. We're testing support again. Do we get a break? We got a signal B entry on deck. Here it comes. Bam. Boy, if this goes straight down, I'm going to cry. We're being a big chicken. Now we've got our leapfrog enabled. Good volume. Look at that volume. 3,000 contracts a minute. Getting a little heat. A little bit of heat. Let's see if we get some follow through now. Ah, okay, glad we watched it. Let's be cautious. I always love to err on the side of caution. Hey, good morning, Tom. Oh, Tom's in the house. Okay, we just took a long. I want to give my profit target of right below resistance. Give price a clear shot to it, and it'll actually kick in my profit window a little sooner. And what we're doing is we're just watching price action. We're not taking any live trades. Everything's in sim. We're seeing what kind of market conditions that in this trading environment. Boy, this was a beauty. This one might reach our window. Bam, it's in the window. It just leapfrogged. Oh, another leapfrog. See if it breaks. Nice move to the upside. Another leapfrog. Nice trade. Boy, that was a beauty. Boy, was that nice. Boy, if we can break this upside resistance, we've got some real running room on both of these charts. Loving that leapfrog. That's coming out this Friday. Leapfrog and the pivot update this Friday. Come on, let's get a nice push to the upside today. Everybody gets it, Renee, including you. I'm going to make sure you get it first, Renee. Let's keep an eye on the leaderboard. What we do is, if today's your first day, each one of our bots runs in tandem with what we call a drone. The drone has static inputs. What I mean by that is the strategy parameters never change. And it shares a database with the bot, and it tells the bot what the average true range of the market is, what the best trigger is, what times of the day to trade, that it's consistently profitable, which hours of the trading session. The bot will dynamically change its own inputs based on that information, that intel that the drone provides it. So we let the bots run through the overnight session. Oh, our new member, Greg, actually shared the, let me see if I can find the chart. I had made a chart. This might be it here. Well, what it does is it shows each, it's called the kill zones. And it shows what the high and low was for each session, the Asian session, the London session, the US Open, and it creates levels of support and resistance based on that information. It also looks at fib values as well. Pretty cool indicator. Greg's a new member. Used to work on the floor. He said he retired. It saved 20 years of his life and his marriage. Very stressful. Okay, let's get another bounce. This could, well, we're headed straight up into resistance. Um, our leaderboard, we've got the retirement plan, the haymaker. The haymaker's been, man, I'll tell you, the haymaker's been hot. This is a signal A entry that the haymaker would take if we didn't have this upside resistance. It's not going to trade straight into that area of resistance. The reason I say it's a haymaker trade, because the haymaker is a signal A trigger. The signal A is when my RSI line comes above, it's pinned to the bottom, and then breaks out above my 20% line, while my 50 is green, as to not enter into a counter trend trade. That's the haymaker signal, signal A. And sometimes it'll really find the ebb and flow of the market. It'll get a retracement back to the 50, continuation up into the trend, and it gets into those continuations really at a great time. Nice and tight to the 50. Let's go. Let's retest this area of resistance. Let's break through. Antonio, good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us. They say in checkers, crown me. Yes. Come on through. Come on through. Come on, come on. Here we go. It's retesting at third test. 1, 2, 3, fourth test of it. Let's see what the market did overnight real quick. Kind of flat. Here's midnight right here. Market went sideways. Our 50 is red, yellow, green, red, yellow, green. We got to be careful of that. When your 50 looks like a flag, red, yellow, green, there's no trend. We're in chop. We kind of knew that coming in today, though. Pending home sales at 10 a.m. That might not be as rosy as a report as the GDP and non-farm payroll, non-farm employment change, excuse me. Boy, that GDP went way up, went to 3%. Here we go. It could go right back down to the lower level of our channel. Speaking of signal A entries, that was a signal A short. Broke down through our green area of our oscillator. But my 20U, look at that. My 20U, my 50 was green. This was one of those entries where the wick just broke through that 50% line, that 50 EMA. Those are very risky trades. We like to wait for 3/4 of that candle body. What I'm referring to is one of the conditions of the power play entry is an alignment of trend on our higher time frame. In this situation, it's the 20 Unarenko. So it took a short trade when this wick just got its nose through, barely, but the 50 was still green. Really, I would consider that a counter trend entry short on this 30 range, which we'd rather sidestep those, especially today. It's going to test it again, fourth time, fifth time. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my PA accounts for the afternoon session. Now watch it start flying to the upside. Here we go. The IBOT just jumped in on the 20 Unarenko. That IBOT is looking at a disparity between uptick and downtick. It's breaking through. Here we go. Let's see if we can make it all the way. If we can break through this top line of resistance, we've got some running room. Got some daylight. Got some real daylight here. Good volume, 2,400 contracts a minute. I'm going to anticipate the break. Okay, one close to the upside. We got a signal B entry. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, we got the new home sales. Excuse me, pending home sales. And that 1 minute. Let's see the IBOT 1 minute. That's the signal. That's the signal D. When it comes back to the 15 and bounces off the 15, that's a signal D trigger. Ooh, something just happened. Hold on, hold on, hold on. We need 3/4 of this candle body for a short. Ah, now I missed a long entry. All right, let's put our profit target right below resistance. Let's see if we can get it in the window. That was a signal C. Signal C, long entry. Good morning, Stan. Good morning, Rao. 710 already on the scalper. Rao's off and running. Well, he could trade this thing, can he? Yeah, last week, I think I had a power surge. What a calamity. My home computer. This is my work computer I'm on here, but I have a home computer that was getting all kinds of bells and whistles. It wouldn't turn on. They said, well, replace the power supply. So I replaced the power supply, and now it's saying that the um, hard drive is shot. Okay, it's starting to set up for a short here. We're in this ranging range here. Now we're through. We want about 3/4 of that candle body. Almost about half of it there. Not quite 3/4. I know, Renee. I read that in your email. Between you and me, your cell phone shot and my home computer shot. Anyway, I've had the computer for 8 years, so it's probably best to just replace it. My 6-year-old loves that computer. It has a touch screen. This looks juicy if it breaks through to the downside. It's a nice setup. We're going right down into support, though. My 50 on the 20U is red, yellow, green, red, yellow, green, red, yellow, green. It's all over the place. Not a lot of range here. Since the market opened, this is our channel right here. It took it. It jumped in short. 270 tick channel. Boy, that's a nice entry, let me tell you. I got 3/4 of my candle body through on the 20. Boy, this is a tough market. This is why we watch it. Take a few trades. Let's move this up. Oh, it's nice to be sidestepping all these losers, let me tell you. Now, out of the box, these bots come with their own separate SIM accounts. Now, we do that for a reason. Sergio built this beautiful tool that will create a separate SIM account for each one of the bots and drones. And this gives us an opportunity to accumulate historical trade data, historical data, performance for each individual bot that we can go back and get a full picture, a good analysis of which bots run the best and when they run the best, which triggers work the best. All of that information now is going to be stored in the database, and the ChatGPT agent is going to have access to that information moving forward. And we're chopping around pretty good. Let me see if I can find that chart that Greg, that indicator. I think it's right here. See, what it does is it puts areas of support and resistance from the New York session, where the opening, the high and the low, and the opening and closing prices. The Asian session, London session, New York session, and it plots those areas of support and resistance on your chart. It's a pretty cool indicator. Does a nice job of defining risk with those areas. This is a free indicator. It's from LuxAlgo, called the ICT kill zones. And you can see it has the fib values as well. Power play is trading away. We saw it take one winning trade, that nice move to the upside. Since then, it's gotten chopped to pieces. Ten o'clock, 10 o'clock. Existing home sales. Maybe we get a little pending home sales, excuse me. Maybe we get a little bit of a catalyst event here, and we get a little bit of a move. Price is drifting down to the lower limit of our channel. Thank you, Ralph. Appreciate that. When you see our leaderboard with only 4 bots, 2 of them under $100, you know something's up. Something's not quite right. Proceed with caution. Okay, 2 minutes. Pending home sales, 2 minutes. Crude inventory. I always like to do a 1 day pass on crude inventory day. So at 10:30, we'll put one of these evals on a 1 day pass. See if we can get a mover. Pending home sales month over month. 10 a.m. Take a look at crude and gold while we're golds. You would think on a day like today, gold would really be active. Here's my gold chart. Duke, I did get your request for this strategy. This is the micro gold. Gold is trading at $3,356 an ounce right now. Taking a big leg down. You'd think it would be the other way around. Ten o'clock, 10 o'clock. Here we go. Let's see if this report has any impact. Getting some legs to the downside. Bank of Canada just released about 14 minutes ago their monetary policy report. Boy, David Wise coming up right behind me. There goes gold to the upside. Boy, this could be a runner here. This could be a runner. Nope, bounced off the 50. I thought maybe gold was due for a retracement after that big move down. Pending home sales decreased by 0.8% in June from the prior month, 2.8% year over year. Sales are down. Come on, let's get a push down through. Still in this gold trade. We got, man, if this thing retraces, this thing could go for a ride. We didn't get much of a reaction from the pending home sales report. 10:30, we've got crude oil. We knew coming into it today that it might be a rough environment this morning, but the good news, we're coming back. Got the green light. We're coming back this afternoon, 3 o'clock. 2:30 is just gonna. I think it's just gonna be too volatile. Um, they're not anticipating that they will make a rate cut, but you never do know. It could happen. And then what is the reaction going to be if they do or they don't? If they do, it's going to be mayhem. Or what do you think? Should we come right on at 2:30 and wait for things to settle down, or start it at 3? What do you think? Maybe we start it at 2:30 and we'll be prepared. Tonight at 7 o'clock, my associate, Mr. David Kushner, we lovingly and endearingly refer to him as the Kush. The Kush. He has a live presentation. And he prides himself on being having a lot of specificity as to which trade he enters into. He's very particular and he's very patient, disciplined. When he first came aboard, he would come into the live trading room and he learned the rules. And when he first came aboard and he purchased the money flow tracker, he listened to hours and hours and hours of recordings on how to trade the system, and he had the rules down pat. And he's one of these people, he does not deviate from the rules. And he'd go into the trading room and the trader would deviate from his own rules, and it would make him so upset. Man, he'd call me. He's not following the rules. I said, Dave, one day you're gonna be trading in his place. Oh, for sure, Duke. That's what that real estate market needs, big time. Poor Powell, man. Jeez. I saw a video of him. It looks like he's aged in these last few months, like 10 years. Trump is really giving him a hard time. Renee, not everybody gets the same results. That's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up. Not everybody gets the same exact results, and it's a number of different reasons why. The short answer, and Sergio could give you the long answer, and it'll probably go right over both of our heads. But from what I take of it, is it could be something very common like your Wi-Fi connection or the specs of your computer or something he refers to as tick differential, or in the auction process, you're just don't get the fill when somebody else does. You're maybe further in the queue. uh, okay, come on, let's go, gold. Let's take a bounce. Yeah, we're bouncing in this area here. This tight channel. Yeah, you'd actually be surprised, Renee. We every week we go over we probably have six or seven different instances that the company looks at the results. Five or six, maybe five or six, and none of them get exactly the same results. There's always a disparity between every machine running the same exact bots with the same exact inputs. Here we go with gold. We're getting that pop on gold. We're going to set up for a crude oil trade. Man, I was hoping gold would be our saving grace today, but it's not moving that great either. This thing could be on a long retracement. I say that because look at the move down it took. If I come back, this gold, if it if it starts retracing from this downward spiral from yesterday, this could be a long ride to the upside. We're trading I believe, two micros on this, maybe four. Oh, I was saying David Wise. Man, this David Wise, he's had a month for the books. He's 90% win rate in his options trades, up 14,000. That's if you risk 2,000 per trade, up $14,000. Let me bring up my conversation with him. He's 28-3, 28 wins, 3 losses, 90% win rate, up over $14,000 this month. It's really a great trader. He's going to be coming up right behind me this morning at 11, and he trades that SPY super system. We got crude oil at 10:30. Maybe that's going to be our shot. I'm going to put a link in the chat box. I have to put it on my notepad, so please excuse this brief interruption. Okay. So this evening at 7 p.m. David Kushner has a live event scheduled for 7 p.m. That's Eastern time. If you can't make it live, register anyway. If you register, it guarantees that you'll get a replay. We've hit our first profit target on gold. We're in our second on our second contract with a trailing stop. Yeah, Mark is trading it. Mark trades every day. Loves it. And he's busy at work. Both. He absolutely loves this and is so excited about this new project with the ChatGPT agent. He's deeply involved in the development of it, along with Sergio. We're in a collaboration that I always talk about with a third party. Charles is engaged. We've got some really powerful upgrades and updates coming soon. There's a lot of excitement because every day there's new milestones and achievements. We're getting closer and closer, and it's exciting time. Here comes this could be a nice signal A. Who knows? It's just so choppy, I tell you. I was referring to this move up, but it didn't take the trade. All right, let's take a look at the crude oil. What I'm going to do on my copier is I am going to right click on the tab on the bottom. If you're using the Affordable Indicators copier, this is a real easy way to build a second tab with a different leader account. This is my tab for my power play. So I always like to name my tabs if I have more than one of them. So I call this tab my power play because my leader account is my power play, right? So if I right click on the power play and I duplicate it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock it and I'm going to change my leader account, and we're going to make it the leader account. We're going to make the crude oil signal A 1-day pass. Crude oil 1-day pass. So to make that my leader account, I just double click on the little green light, the little green circle. And now it turns gray and it's at the top. And now I just want to put one of my evals in. I'll make it number 49 and lock her up. Now I'm going to rename this tab my CLODP 1-day pass. So when that inventory report comes out at 10:30, very quick and easy, I can enable this and take the trade, copy the trade that my sim account is going to take. And actually, it took this signal C long. That's a nice entry right off the bottom of the channel. If any of them have a chance to succeed, it's that one. Took it right off the bottom of a very narrow channel, ranging channel. See, the P&L it's up about it went as high as about 230. 230 is my high water mark on this trade. That's my P&L. 230 was my high water mark so far. What I was going to show is on my bot, because remember, the bot is the one that's adjusting its profit target. I always like to see on my power play where does it have my profit target? Our high water mark on this trade is 230. On the bot, it has moved the profit target from 100 ticks, and it has it at 68, which would be about $340 in profit. So it moved it into about 68 ticks on my bot. The nice part is if you subtract 25 ticks from 68 is 43. 43 is $215. So you would have just went into your profit window right there at 215, 220. Now you're in your profit window with this setup. Might make it without this setup. Nice entry. Let me make sure I have a crude oil 1-day pass. Yes, I do. Let's see the hours that it's trading. The power plays in a beauty. We're going to change our hours on crude. Whenever we make an adjustment, we always want to scroll down to the data series. Oh, I forgot to mention today at 12 noon in Discord is Charles's training class. They're just leapfrogged. We got ourselves a runner here to the upside. Today is Charles's training at 12 p.m. Eastern in Discord. See what it did? It changed my instrument from crude oil to the Nasdaq. That's why I said whenever you make an edit on one of these strategies, please, please, please be careful. Always go to your data series and put the instrument back to where it should be. It's just a glitch with Ninja. Let's take a look at our 20U. I bought NQ20U. Charles's class is at 12 noon Eastern Time. I just created another chart. I'll show you how easy it is, Antonio. Okay, it bounced off of resistance. Went and it retested. Now, if you wanted to take a chance with a counter trend trade, we're at the top of our channel here. It would make sense if you are going to take a counter trend trade to take it off of this area of resistance. I'm not going to do it personally. I don't like doing counter trend trades, but that's the top of our channel that it's been ranging in. The best way to do it, okay, is let me show you how to do the chart. Whether it's a crude oil chart or a 20 Unorenco chart. If you go to the very bottom of your 30 range on the NASDAQ, go to the very bottom tab where it says NQ September 30 range and right click there and say duplicate in new window. Duplicate in new window. What's going to happen is it's going to open up another chart in a new window just like this. And all we're going to do, if we want to make it the 20 Unorenco, we're just going to change the data series. We're just going to right click, go to data series, and we're going to change our range to a Unorenco and make it a 20, 60, 100. That's the data series of our 20 Unorenco. And we're going to load it 500 bars and click OK. And just like that, you have a 20 Unorenco for your NASDAQ chart. What I always do is I'll right click on the tab on the bottom left and rename it. And I'll just put in it the NQ 20 Unorenco. Um, let's say it was crude oil that you wanted to change it to. All you would do in that situation is come up to the very top, find your crude oil instrument. Let's make sure we're on the right month. Yep. And then I would right click, go to my data series, and I believe it's trading a 10 range. So I'd put this on a 10 range. Now that I have it switched, those bars really thinned out. Then I would right click on my tab on the bottom and rename it. And I'd rename this the CL 10 range. That's how easy it is. Let's put this on the crude oil 1-day pass. In 2 minutes, we've got this report coming out. And just for a little added, this is just for entertainment purposes only, remember. This is for entertainment purposes. We're going to look to take a trade on our crude oil 1-day pass. Looking for a short position here, hopefully. I'm going to turn it on right a minute before the report. Now my gear is pinned to the downside. So if it breaks down short, it's going to give me a signal B entry. This is for all the marbles. There it goes. Wow, that was a big jump for this report. Usually what doesn't do that. Let's see which way it goes. Good volume, good volume. Let's go. Let's get this short. Consolidated. Now let's get a break. Let's see what the news report was. Big volume, 2,000 contracts a minute. Huge. $69 a barrel, 69.36. Canada held their interest rates at 2 3/4. So their interest rates are at 2 3/4. Please don't forget, if you're new, or even if you're not new, um, Charles is really a wealth of information. I don't think this report is going to get us into a trade. I tried. But today at 12 o'clock noon, everybody gets to unmute their mics. Greg, if you're listening, we may need to reschedule our appointment today at 12, because I really want to give you the ability to participate in that. But I'll give you a call either way. Nothing doing. Well, we put our bait out there. Nothing's biting. Let me see if I can find the crude oil report, the crude oil inventory. Fed unlikely to cut rates despite pressure. We're at the current range is 4 1/4, somewhere between 4 1/4 and 4.5%. Canada's at 2 3/4%. So we are significantly higher than Canada. Their inflation is above 2%. Oh, that would have been a nice signal A. We just missed it. Still got good volume on crude. Let's not give up on it. I know it's 10:35. We'll go a few more minutes. I don't want to step on David Wise's toes. He's coming up right behind me. So two announcements today, and I'm going to do a drawing for 3 accounts. I added the new names from the Right Line Funding, and we have 20 members that have gotten accounts with Right Line Funding that need some assistance with getting started. And if you're listening today, please contact us. We're going to reach out to you to assist you with getting started. We'll take a look at the leaderboard. We are the home of Right Line Funding. We have a prop firm. It's our funding arm of Right Line Trading. We might have to come back to this. I'm running out of time. Don't forget, though, we're coming back. We're coming back at about 2:30. Okay, let's do our drawing. I added Dan, Ray, Abel Baker, Indiana, Mr. McCoy, F. Conardi, Thomas Frank, PC. I added you in. Today we do three. We're going to draw three names. Okay, Ray, Abel Baker, and Mr. McCoy. One. Mr. McCoy, Abel Baker, and Ray. Those are my three winners today. I'm going to put you in the Discord chat, and Brock will be back today to send you an email with your coupon code. That will provide you with a coupon code for a $1 Profit King Challenge account. Today's Wednesday. Wednesday's winners. Excuse me for just a second. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at the leaderboard. I'm going to turn this off. It wasn't to be today. But the good news is we're coming back. And I really think we're going to get some great opportunities this afternoon. Okay, so our website address is rightlinefunding.com. Rightlinefunding.com. If I don't put it on a notepad, I'm going to put our Discord invite link in. In order to be in the daily drawings, in order to be in the daily drawings, you have to be a member of our Discord and create an account on our website. Because you can't claim the prize unless you create an account on our website. So you must create an account on our website and join our Discord server. 2 steps. Jeez, where is this thing? Okay. Okay, come join our Discord server. What we do is we have regular prop accounts that have evaluations, and you can purchase either a $50,000 account or a $150,000 account. We have the regular ones that start with the eval, and then we have ones that you don't need to do an eval. It goes straight to sim funded. Straight to sim funded or a regular eval account at really nice prices. We also are home to the Profit King Challenge for $49. We're running a big sale. Normally it's $4.98 to get in. It's going to be just $49 to get into this contest that runs from today through August 8th. That's a week from this Friday. A week from this Friday. Can you believe it's already August? Unbelievable. Tomorrow's the last day of July. Anyway, next Friday, not this Friday, but next Friday is payday. If you come in first place, it's $1,000. The first top 10 finishers get cash prizes. The way to qualify, you're going to trade a $2,000 intraday trailing threshold account, and you must make $3,000 in profits. You must make $3,000 in profits. We have a very, very easy, lenient rule of 50% on consistency, meaning if you make 10,000, your largest trading session cannot be more than 5,000 or half of your profits, which is, listen, that's as lenient as you get. And that's the big difference. People ask me, what's the difference with you and some of the other prop firms? Well, our consistency rule on this challenge is 50%. That's a lot more lenient. Makes it a lot easier to qualify for one of those cash prizes. So if we log in and take a look at the leaderboard, we have a dynamic leaderboard, and you'll be able to see where you stand at all times. Tejas has 2 accounts that are over 2,000. One week, Tejas won first, second, third, and fourth and took home $1,900. Tejas has got 2 accounts. Nobody's qualified yet at 3,000. You've got plenty of time for this. This leaderboard is changing every day. Okay, don't be discouraged by this. There's 10 cash prizes. If you get $3,000, you're in first place, and you're in line to take home $1,000 come August 8th on Friday. I drew 3 names. We draw names every day. Monday we draw 1 name, Tuesday 2, Wednesday 3, and if your name is drawn, we send you a coupon code for a $1, a coupon code that brings the cost of the Profit King Challenge to just $1. And we'll even help you set everything up if you need help. The kill zone, Duke? Well, if you notice on the kill zone, the areas of support and resistance are very similar to where ours were. If we look at that, I was looking at that too. It's funny you bring that up. A lot of the similar points of support and resistance are that we share with those kill zones. This is looking at a 5-minute chart. Let's put it on the NASDAQ. The New York session, 23,526, which is right where our upper line is. Within a tick or two, that's where our upside resistance is. And some of these other points, 23,467, is right where this lower level is, not far from it. All right, everybody, I want to thank you for joining me. Do not forget, in fact, I'm going to schedule it right now. I'm going to schedule it now for 2:30 this afternoon. Now, listen, we're going to let things calm down. I think either way, this is my opinion. It's not a fact. Trust me. In fact, usually if I say it, do the opposite. But my opinion is at 2:30, when Jerome Powell starts talking, he's going to make the market move some more. At 2 o'clock, the initial report comes out, and it might settle down. And then at 2:30, when he comes out, and, God knows what he's going to say. If he doesn't do interest rates, my guess is he's going to, sweet talk us and say, well, next time we probably will. And, he doesn't want to create a huge uproar. But I think what he says is going to move the market even after 2:30 is what my point is. So we'll play it by ear. We'll start at 2:30, and we'll see what they throw our way. Hopefully we get some more trading opportunities. I'm really sorry about the choppy, slow, watching paint dry session. But we're coming back at 2:30, and we're going to try to make some money. That's the bottom line. No, I'm going to have to make a new link. In fact, I'll do it while you guys are on now, just so you can see it's in YouTube. Let me go to our channel, and I'll do it right here. What we can do is just schedule the stream, and I'm just going to reuse these settings. And we're going to set it for 2:30 this afternoon. So this will show up in our YouTube channel, and I'm going to get this shareable link, and I'm going to post it in Discord as well. See you later, Dukester. So in our Discord, you could see that Charles posted a memo regarding today's 12 p.m. Eastern meeting with instructions how to join. And I'm going to put also the link for 2:30. So you'll be able to find it in YouTube, in the YouTube channel, or in the Discord channel. Please, if you would, on your way out, like my video here on YouTube. It keeps new eyes on our products and services, and I want to continue to do this. I really enjoy it, and it really helps if you would please like my video. It ensures it's a little job security, so to speak. It ensures that I'll be able to continue doing this. So please, please, please. And I ain't begging you. No, I am begging you. I'm not too proud to beg. Please like my video here on YouTube. God bless you, everybody. We'll see you this afternoon, God willing, at 2:30. Let's make some moolah. I'm not giving up. 2:30. That's one great thing about traders. We are very, very persistent, right? Have a blessed day, everybody. We'll see you at 2:30. Let's hope Jerome Powell lowers those interest rates, right? Maybe he'll surprise us. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. K-Man. All right, everyone. I'm going to run. The link for 2:30. I'll put it in here, Mr. K-Man. Where you could find it. Let me show you where to find it. Because you'll lose it here if I put it here. If you go, check this out real quick. If you go to our YouTube channel on YouTube, what you would do is you would just search Right Line Trading on YouTube. And you'll click here where the logo is. And on these tabs, Home, Video, Shorts, Live, click Live, and you'll see the one scheduled for 2:30. That's where the link is. Okay. All right. Now it just broke through. All right. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you at 2:30. So long.